And it's Kenzo Craigie on pole position after winning the Super Heat. Rocco Shenton alongside him from Oliver Majewski, then Ethan Griffiths, Bella Fairclough and Max Endicott in the top 6. Licata, Price, Wolford and Oliver Spencer round out a very competitive top 10. And then Thomas Hill, Ryan White, Riley Till and Ewan House from Jaden Mead and Oliver Newell. Oliver Meek is not going to take the start. We're not entirely sure why, but he is the man who is not able to get off the starting grid. And away we go. And we're on board with the Zipcar driver Bella Fairclough, already starting to get in behind Majewski. And she makes up a place there as she goes wheel to wheel with Ethan Griffiths, the Heat 1 winner. It was Griffiths, Shenton and Craigie that picked up the Heat wins earlier on. And then obviously Craigie got the pole position by winning the Super Heat, but now we are up the hill as Majewski is going to try and hold on to 3rd position, and Bella Fairclough is going to get on the inside of him. Lovely move from Bella Fairclough on the opening lap, and as we go down Damon Hill into the hairpin, it is a great start already for Rocco Shenton. He's got clear, but Bella Fairclough up to 3rd, and that's Wolford. Wolford has spun it. That is very unfortunate, but he has got the presence of mind to keep the kart throttle open, and he has got the kart going again. Yeah, he's got to keep his head down now, try and get back into it. You never know what will happen. You might get some sort of Battenberg flag that will close everybody up, but there's decent lead by Shenton, but what a great start by Bella Fairclough, Jake, on that opening lap. It was a great little getaway she got, and she's already up to 2nd place as they go through the line. Yes, indeed, and a great start from Max Endicott. He's up to 4th place now in front of Griffiths, so a great launch there from Endicott. Price is in P6, then it's Craigie all the way down to 7th. So a big problem there from Kenzo Craigie at the start. Rocco Shenton is the one that moves up and takes a very strong lead as we ride on board with Fairclough. Oh, look at that from Majewski on the inside. A very tight manoeuvre, and now has the presence. Look, he bangs the helmet. Don't overtake me. Work with me, Bella. Yeah, taps the helmet with his finger now. Just, I know I've overtaken you, but don't overtake me now. Let's get back to the leader. I can see the sense in it, but the kids do that all the time. Well, you can see how easy it is as dropping it off through the complex. I think that might have been a little bit of a run wide there from Ethan Griffiths, who has now fallen to 7th behind Craigie and Price. Kenzo Craigie has made his way back up into 5th position. Majewski sets the fastest lap of the race. Not a major shock, but look, the two of them are going to work together, and they are going to absolutely decimate the gap that Rocco Shenton had built up in the first 2 laps. Look, there's nothing in it now as they go down the hill. Shenton had about 5 or 6 kart lengths. Now it's barely the width of an A4 piece of paper. Well, UC sets the fastest lap. Not surprisingly, he's got Shenton to judge his braking on. That's why he's closed him up. So there you go. Shenton leads it. Majewski 2nd, then Bella Fairclough. A little bit of a gap back to 4th place. Max Endicott there in 4th. And then comes Craigie, Price, Griffiths, Ryan White in the top 10 in 8th. Then Riley Till up into the top 10. He's in 9th, and Thomas Hill. New fastest lap of the race from Bella Fairclough. She was really strong here at this circuit a couple of weeks ago when she was in training for the Ultimate Karting Championship, and she really seems to have taken that data and that presence of mind on board here in UKC in the Honda Cadets. And down the hill, we've got a great battle for the lead, but we've also got a fantastic battle building up behind Ethan Griffiths, 7th place downwards. That's Till, White, Licata, Hill and Spencer, all having a terrific charge in behind Ethan Griffiths. It is a 6-kart train all the way back to Oliver Spencer, and this is just going to take one slight blip of the throttle, one dash of curb, one error in judgment in the apex, and all of a sudden it's going to be open season. Look, there's a couple of variations in line already as Thomas Hill and Oliver Spencer were trying their luck to get past Rio Licata as Shenton bangs in a quick one over the front end of the field. So Shenton leads the mark as Bella Fairclough is still trying to keep up with Oliver Majewski. But Majewski is going to try and get his first run at the lead here. Rocco Shenton's fastest lap was a 49.316. Down the hill, is Majewski going to try the same move he tried on Bella Fairclough? Well, he's got a lot more free time to play with to the end of the race. You don't really want to take the lead too early on. You really want to be in 2nd position for a lot of it, because then obviously the driver in front has to do all of the hard work, all of the stretching of the brakes, all of the engine temperatures. Everything is worked for the kart in front, because that's the one that cuts through the dirty air ahead of everybody else. If you're in 2nd and 3rd place, you can gain massive momentum and you can look after your kart a little bit more efficiently through turn 1 and up the hill once again. Battles throughout the field. Top 3 are battling. Then you've got a battle for, 4th and 5th. Jack Price looks like he's
out on his own in 6th place. That's Ryan White and Ethan Griffiths battling. They come up into this blind turn 2, up over the brow. You can't see the other side of it.
We didn't see it, but fair play to Kenzo Craigie. He's got himself back into 4th position, having initially lost a lot of ground at the start. He has now fought his way back into 4th place ahead of Endicott. As we watch the battle, this is Rio Licata in front of Riley Till. So those two having a nice little tussle. And then up the hill, we've got, that is the 99 of Ethan Griffiths. He's caught up to Ryan White. So Ryan White held the advantage for a little way, but Ethan Griffiths has actually dropped the carts behind him a little bit and given himself a little bit of breathing space. So now we've got Price, White and Griffiths all in the duel for 6th position. Then there's a tiny bit of a gap, I'd say about 8 or 9 cart lengths. And then you've got Licata, Till, Spencer and Hill. So some good battles all the way through. House in 13th from Mead, Newell and Charlie Wolfert, who's actually made up a lot of the ground he lost already from that spin. He would have been about 5 or 6 seconds off the back of the grid, and he's already made up about half that. So good progress from Charlie Wolfert. Never give up. You never know what's coming.
No, that's true. We know Charlie's got a lot of qualities, but he's got a lot of work to do from right at the very back. He's just going through the spoon there at the top of the picture. And everybody else in the picture, you can pick out your favourite drivers from that great drone shot. Here are the top 3. So Rocco Shenton, Oliver Majewski and Bella Fairclough. Bella Fairclough having a great day, Jake. Fantastic performance so far. Right there in 3rd, close enough, if good enough, and we think she is.
Oh, absolutely. The Fairclough sisters did a fine job last time they were here, and now in the Ultimate Karting Championship, they are proving to be superstars, the pair of them. Bella is the one who's had the best opportunity this weekend, a decent group position that she's now converted into a potential podium. She could get both of these drivers out in front. She just needs to stay patient, good presence of mind, good skill, good racecraft. A lot of foresight is going to need to get past these two because they are no slouches, Shenton and Majewski. They are definitely 2 of the best Honda Cadet drivers in the country right now. So Rocco Shenton and Oliver Majewski just holding on to the apex as they go down through the compression complex, out through Devil's Elbow, and then into Paddock Bend. You can see that Kenzo Craigie and Max Endicott have got a lot of work to do to catch up to these 3. So Majewski was actually wise there with Bella Fairclough. He tapped his helmet, come on and work with me. But look how much they've managed to gain. It's nearly 3 seconds clear of Kenzo Craigie.
It is. There's Craigie and Endicott pictured as they come through that blind brow at turn 2, over the hump into the spoon. Left-handed now, they will take them down Damon Hill. The biggest elevation change, I think, is in world karting, Jake. Do you know anywhere else that's got an elevation change like this, top of the hill to the bottom?
I've got a feeling that SA in France might be a little bit steeper, and certainly the drop out of turn 1 through to turn 2 at Alajama in Finland is mighty steep. But I did walk this circuit a couple of weeks ago, and the TV pictures don't relate how steep it is. Kev is trackside. What do you make of it so far?
Well, here we are then, 9 laps into this one, and those front 3 are bumper to bumper. Rocco Shenton is very much in the lead, but I tell you what, Oliver Majewski, well, he is right there on his tail. I think this one, watching trackside, is going to go down to the final lap or 2. If they can stick together as a 3, then watch that last lap. It's going to be really, really exciting.
You're absolutely spot on the mark. I've got a feeling this might even start with a couple of laps to go, or even the anti-penultimate lap could be the one where this kicks off, because everybody wants to be in 2nd position going into that penultimate lap. So Bella will want to be ahead of Majewski. Shenton will actually want to be behind Majewski by that point, because he's going to have to defend like crazy to keep these 2 behind. It's not going to be easy. Look, Fairclough is already starting to open out the apex a little bit to try and get a little bit of an undercut. I think she's trying to leapfrog Majewski and catch him out. Look at the battle further back for 7. This is White, Spencer, Price, Licata, Till and Hill, and they are having an absolute dogfight as they come up to turn 1, up the hill once again. Spencer is doing a great job. He's worked his way up to 8 positions so far. He's making up some good time here, Oliver Spencer. So he has a chance, and he's going to go through on the inside of White. And Licata and Jack Price will all go with him. That's how easy it is for the floodgates to open. Now watch as White gets up alongside Price to try and get up through again into the inside of the hairpin. Is he going to get there? Well, it's going to need bravery from Price round the outside to hold him off. But he has to let him go. That was very strong indeed from Ryan White.
Oliver Spencer's made up 3 places then. He's in 7th now. I think that is Jake.
Yes,
and
he will
started P10, didn't he? So he's up 3 places. And across the entire field, that's the most number of places made up so far.
Oh.
There's another move in the final turn. And that is Ryan White up the inside. fantastic.
He's definitely putting on a bit of a show at the end of this Honda Cadet final, isn't he? He's making really good use of his apexes now, and he's really good on the exit of the apex as well. He's managed to keep his speed high, and that's the thing in Honda Cadet. A lot of this comes down to the momentum you carry through the corners. If you use too much brake, and that obviously slows the engine down, it makes the engine obviously take a little bit longer to get back up to its rev limiter, so you lose a lot of momentum. It's about how much of the speed you actually carry. Getting to the business end of this final, Shenton, Majewski and Fairclough in the battle for the victory. Could go anybody's way.
Into the penultimate lap, Majewski's just taken the lead, but for how long? Shenton looking back down the inside, goes for it, and Bella Fairclough goes with him. So Shenton back into the lead, and Fairclough through to second for the first time since the opening lap, I think it was, Jake.
Yes, indeed, and of course this is the highest that she has run in the Honda Cadet field at UKC. She's one step away from taking the win in the final. She can work with Majewski as they go up the hill, last lap. And this is a great opportunity now. Fairclough has got Shenton in the draft. She's going to go up the hill. She just catches the rear bumper at the wrong moment. She's going to get the move on the inside of the spoon. Shenton will not give the space. That was so close for Fairclough to get into the lead. Shenton is now parking the bus in the inside apex. Surely Fairclough is going to need a really brave move down at Devil's Elbow to get through on Shenton, but can Majewski get ahead of Fairclough before that happens? Shenton is keeping Fairclough guessing. Left, right, no way through. He is keeping that cart as wide as a Buick. Oh, Fairclough gets the back bumper. He manages to save it. There's not a lot of grip at that point because there's a couple of spots of water on the camera. Final corner. Is this going to be enough? Fairclough runs wide. Shenton from Majewski and Fairclough. Oh, Fairclough so nearly got the second place. Just drifted out wide. Shenton takes the win. Craigie ahead of Endicott for fourth and fifth. But how good was that final lap from Shenton and Majewski? So tight. Let's look at it again.
I don't think there's any contact, Jake. That's Bella picked out. No contact from Majewski.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. Bella just
bit
runs wide on the grass. And look at that. Just loses it on the line.
Just a little bit too much speed carried into the final turn. She learns the lesson the hard way, but she still earns a valiant podium. Shenton from Majewski and Bella Fairclough. Then Kenzo Craigie and Max Endicott, Ethan Griffiths ahead of Oliver Spencer, who made up the most places in that final. Rio Licata, Jack Price, and the hard charger Ryan White making his way to 10th.
Well, how about that in that first one of the Super Finals here at round 3? Rocco Shenton takes the win. There was a little bit of bump and hustle there on that final lap, but those front three of Rocco, Oliver and Bella, they were fighting out. In the end, Rocco comes off the victor, and of course, he's your championship leader. Wins at round 2, wins here at round 3. Let's go and see what he had to say at the podium.
Rocco, great round for you at Warden Law. You won there. You've won again here. Now, you didn't do the first round, but you're still in championship contention if you do the rest of the season. Are you doing the rest of the season?
Yeah, we're doing all the rounds that are left, hopefully to win them all.
Okay, if you do, you'll probably win the championship. So, great success for you in the last 2 rounds. Who's that down to?
That's down to Open RG, Zipcar, my mum and my dad, and me really, for driving it.
Okay, well done.
Thank you.
Great race in Honda Cadet. That was a real battle, wasn't it?
Yes, it was very tough at the end, very close on the line.
It was indeed. Great season for you so far. Didn't have the best round, I guess, at Warden Law, but you're back on top this weekend. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mum, my dad, Connor Mills, Passion Motorsport.
Bella Fairclough, 3rd place in Honda Cadet. Now, Jake Sanson, my commentary colleague, has been talking you up big time this year, and you have delivered for him. Just talk us through that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that race. It was really close to the end, and I thought I would come 3rd, but, well, 2nd maybe, but 3rd's good enough.
It is. Who do you want to thank for your success this weekend?
I'd like to thank Zipcar, my mum, my dad, and yeah, everyone who's just brought me on.
Okay, well done.
Thank you.
Well, you're going to be seeing a lot more of Bella Fairclough in 2022 and beyond. Kenzo Craigie leads the title fight by just 4 points to Rocco Shenton. Majewski is creeping up behind them. Max Endicott, Bella Faircloughs and Ethan Griffiths are in a very competitive top 6, with Cuthbert, Licata, Spencer and Wolfitz snapping at their heels as the Honda Cadet title fight moves on.